Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, we get a new addition to the Toroline Otoro family, the Tour. Stay tuned.
Harry, what do you got there?
Oh, it's Sky's new towel. It's the RTP Ultra Absorbent Towel. So this towel is the ultra dry towel made of soft and durable microfiber that won't irritate your skin. Absorbs 4 times its weight in water. Lightweight, compact, snap loop attached, easy to hang on fences or bags.
Where can I get one of those?
Let me get you one though, but you gotta try it.
Oh,
There you go, Coach.
it works.
Dries you in a snap. All right, guys. New addition to the Otoro line and family from Toroline. This is the Tour. We got 1.23, which is 17 gauge. We got mint colored copolymer hexagonal. Hexagonal. I like hexagonal, actually. I think most of my strings are hex or oc. Mint colored green. Don't you love how Toroline makes it easy for all of us and cuts it into 2 pieces already so we don't wind up screwing up the string when trying to cut it in half when we do a 2-piece stringing? Well, thank you, Eric. If nobody else thanks you for doing this, I will be the one. Okay? So let's see what we got here. Whoa, we got some sharp edges. Is it firm? It's kind of firm. Yeah, it's got like a firm coating on it. I do feel the edges though. I don't know if you can see the hexa shape. Well, of course, I'm gonna use my man, Coach Jerod, maybe Kira too, to see how this is gonna play. Let's get it strung up and we'll give you a review or finish up our review on the court. Stay tuned. All right, so a couple weeks ago, Coach Jerod reached out to me because he is an Otoro user, said, did you know they make an Otoro Tour now? And I'm like, another one? Another one to the family? Now they're calling it Tour? What? Where did you even hear about this?
I don't know. It's kind of going back and forth with Eric because obviously he was mixing up a bunch of stuff in their spin lab, and I think the first one was Otoro Spin, which we obviously already tried, and then I guess he was making a tour version, which I was excited to try. So I was asking Harry about it, and I was like, "Hey, did you ever hear about this Otoro Tour version?" And Harry actually didn't know about it, and then lo and behold, we got a few sets from Toroline to give it a test, and yeah, I guess the rest is kind of history from there.
Right, so it looks like this, which looks like a lot of other strings that are in the market right now. Kind of a mint green, if you want to call it dental floss, you can. So you guys immediately tried it. It took me a couple days. You guys, like always, didn't really say much to me because you wanted me to be a little impartial. But upon hitting it, what did you both think?
So the funny story is Kira and I actually just got done playing like our club tournament in the mixed open division, and actually earlier in the week I broke strings in the racket. So I was like, I can either string this up with Otoro or, I saw Otoro Tour lying there in the package, and obviously Harry knows that I love using new and shiny things and new and shiny toys. So it was, for me to just string it up in the racket, and I never hit with it. I went straight into the match, a live match without even practicing with it. And let me tell you guys, this thing played insane. Yeah, it has all the same characteristics as Otoro for me. The biggest difference is they definitely firmed it up a little bit. So what I thought I was getting from this string is sometimes Otoro, when you kind of have, I guess, the tension maintenance loss with most poly strings, it does tend to fly a little bit. So that's where I usually kind of just like, cut out the strings, string it fresh up, and it plays extremely well out of the gate. Otoro Tour, I've had this one since the match, and I had a couple more hits with it. The tension maintenance is off the charts with this thing. I'm getting the same predictable response that I'm getting from the string when I first put it in the racket. And at the same time, I'm actually able to make bigger cuts because I feel like the string is a lot more predictable. So in that match that we played, Kira was even making comments. I think I was hitting balls even bigger than with Otoro just because I was more comfortable taking those bigger cuts, bigger shots, and just the ball was biting a lot harder. So instead of the ball with Otoro, which was a lot of spin, I think with Otoro Tour, it was spin and heavy shots as well. So it was kind of going through the court with a lot of top on it as well. Great touch too, and my touch volleys were going off the court, which was amazing. So overall, I think for me personally, I enjoyed the string. I don't want to take too much of the limelight here, so I'll let Kira also speak on her experience too.
Kind of same thing as Jerod, actually. So we played the mixed match. I played with Otoro, and then I had a women's match the next day. We decided to cut out my Otoro, and we're like, why not throw the Tour in? So we went ahead and did that, and yeah, played super well. Like Jerod said, like the ball just comes off. It's really predictable, goes through the court. Little stiffer than the Otoro, which I like. So yeah, basically just like super nice string. I mean, I really like tinning with it.
Are we switching to this string?
Yeah.
I think both of us are switching to Otoro Tour again. So, Eric, if you're watching this one, I think we're making that switch.
Wow. That was such an interesting thing because I've never heard of going in blind, both of you, with something kind of almost brand new. I mean, new to the family that you're using. But, if it wound up like a Otoro spin, you would have been like, oh my gosh, I'm screwed for an hour or whatever. But the Tour didn't have my oh my gosh moment then.
Well, the oh my gosh moment was the string playing insane off the rip because like we were both like super surprised with how this thing was performing off the bat. And again, we're like a few hours in on these strings, and the consistency is still there. Tension maintenance is still there, and the same pop and spin is still there. So It hasn't had a drop off yet. And I'm just waiting for the string to break to see how well it kind of performs. But yeah, I agree with you. I can't believe Kira and I both went in blindly into a full match, guys, in an open tournament and just winged it. And we both played well with the string. And yeah, I mean, it just offers, again, that slightly more firmer response than the Otoro. And I just feel like I was just getting a more, again, consistent response off the string bit on every single shot. So I was able to repeat the same shot, repeat the same stroke. And I feel like the results from this string were just consistent overall.
Right. So you guys know I like firm strings or firmer strings. Mm-hmm. And after I hit with this, what did you say to me?
I thought you were hitting pretty well with it, Harry, honestly.
Yeah, Jerod said to me, I think it's close to your wheelhouse because it is firmer. You will like the feel. We said, and we used the word predictable. So what we mean in predictable is you swing, you hit, and you get the feel and you get the result. That's what I mean by predictable. And this definitely was predictable. It was a little firmer, like what you predicted. So it's kind of like stuff that I would use, but just in a smidge softer version. And I'm talking smidge. Mm-hmm. So yeah, look, energy return was great. Absorption was great. Firmness was great. Spin was great. This is my favorite Otoro string right now. So it's even on my first hit, I was like, whoa, this is just comfortable. Mm-hmm. I can do whatever I want.
The other thing too, what's crazy about this is even though it's a firm string, like, as you guys know, my entire string journey, racket journey, whatever journey I've been on, I've had a bunch of arm problems. so far I haven't had any issues, and Kira too. She's been having arm problems too with some previous strings and whatnot, and so far the Otoro family I feel like has been the comfortable string for us to use without having any issues. Because like the wrist pain's gone, shoulder pain's gone, and even though this one's a little bit firmer than Otoro, I still feel like it's pretty comfortable, which is great.
So supposedly Stevie Johnson is the one that kind of helped develop this kind of compound, and he was obviously on tour. I had actually strung for him at one time, and he was on like an RPM kind of gut blend when he was, stringing over at the Tiburon Challenger. And I can see that he would like something like this because it's got kind of a firm feel like an RPM, holds tension way better though.
Yep.
Spin potential definitely there. Yeah, Stevie, good job, buddy. I guess you're retired. You got nothing else better to do than to make better strings. So, thank you. I know Stevie. He got a good sense of humor. All right, so we got 3 believers here. And guys, you should definitely try this. This is like off the charts good here. Mm-hmm. Any final words?
No, at the same time, Kira and I are also suckers for colors, and the mint looks good in both of our rackets. So. Yes. Same thing with Harry's white out here. I think it looks pretty good in there.
Dental floss, yes. Guys, thank you for play testing it with me.
Thanks for having us.
Glad we found a mate. Mm-hmm. All right, where can we find you guys?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Mod Tennis.
You can find our joint Instagram at KJ Tennis.
Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.